Jason Probit here with YoungstownMMA.com, and I'm here with Mr. the one, the only, Coach Jim Bundy. How you doing, buddy?
Doing good, man. It's good to see you. Nice to have you.
Wonderful, yeah. It's weird being in a gym in the daytime.
Yeah.
It's weird. The last 30 times I've ever been in the gym is all at nighttime.
Yeah. Well, it's nice this time of year too because it's it's still light at 6:45.
Right, yeah.
Gym doors can be open this time of year, so it's not too hot. It's cool.
Yeah. Well, I
just
mean,
got a nice, it'd be nicer if we had more windows and stuff when we don't. But
yeah. Last time I was here, it was I came to visit Micah, and I was telling him I love this place just for the simple fact that it doesn't smell like a gym.
Well, we're pretty big on that type of stuff. Honestly, bro. I've been running a martial arts school. The first 5 years of, from 18 to 23, I ran my Taekwondo's teacher, his karate school.
Okay.
And then at 23 till, a couple years after that, because I'm not 27. No, the whole idea is, I really want to try to create the best that we can a professional type of environment. And honestly, you can't make a gym smell like, Bath and Body Works. But, Mike and Rob are the staff here, and they really put extra hours into making sure the mats are disinfected and clean, the restrooms are clean, I'm big on that. I don't want anybody to come in and...
It definitely smells good.
Well, not even, if it gets a couple more hours by, if you came at like 8:30 after everybody's been here, maybe not, but it's a little lighter day on the MMA class.
Yeah,
so.
you can tell there's an abundance of Lysol use.
Yeah, well, we try.
It's a good thing. So, how long have you been training, period?
July 31st will be my 25th year. So
that's a bunch of years.
Yeah, I started when I was 11, so I guess I'm not 20.
Well, you could be 27.
For today.
You could be 27 once.
For today. For today, I'll be 27. Yeah, I started when I was 11 with Sam Naples. Started off in Taekwondo and just never quit.
Around this area the whole time, or what?
Oh, yeah. In fact, if you know where Physique is now, at the Eastwood Mall.
Okay, yeah.
Mr. Naples had his karate class. It was his Gold's Gym at the time, in the 80s. So it was just upstairs in the aerobics room. He had a school in Youngstown, but he taught, however many days he taught, out at Gold's Gym. And that's where I started.
That's a long time to be training.
Sure.
I've been running, unfortunately with this YoungstownMMA.com stuff, I've been running a bunch of people and interviewing them, and you definitely got the most years on your belt so far.
Well, it's just been a lifelong obsession. I would have actually started before that. I didn't come from a very wealthy family, so to speak.
Well,
yeah, right. But my friend, and it was funny because my friend, I was 9 when I first wanted to start, and my friend was a brown belt under Mr. Naples.
Okay.
And he quit before he got his black belt. And even at 9, I couldn't figure that out. I've always been kind of an intense personality. I played football before I did martial arts.
Going on the same premise, my dad was in high school, completed high school, straight A's all through high school. Quit school in 11th grade.
Right. Who gets to the finish line and goes, no, I'm just going to go sit in the bleachers. It is what it is, but, like I said, from a young age, I was always pretty intense about what I wanted to do, especially with athletics.
Yeah.
I did football, and I was very intense with that. But I really just had this thing for martial arts, and I actually went to Mr. Naples' school with my mom. I have vague memories of it, and she just couldn't afford it at the time. And to be honest, I hope Mr. Naples sees this. Because I'll probably put this on Facebook and my friends on Facebook.
Oh, yes.
But he helped me with my lifelong obsession, and my dream as a martial arts owner. I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't, do martial arts with him, and I didn't, buy his school off of him, and cascading all the way through. He helped me do what I loved, and not provide for my family.
If it wasn't for Mr. Naples, you probably wouldn't be doing this, right?
Well, I probably would be, but maybe not to the capacity. He was just a really great teacher. It was just connected me with my passion. And what I mean by helping me out, Timmy, my mom didn't have money when I was 11, just as much as when I didn't have 9. And I'll never forget him kind of helping my dad out with not letting us pay as much as everybody else, and by him doing that, I was able to actually practice.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So you have a rather extensive background in jiu-jitsu, right?
I'd say probably nowadays that might be a little more accurate. I mean, I've been doing Gracie Jiu-Jitsu under Tony Rinaldi, and then obviously under Pedro Sauer, but Tony being my direct teacher since 2000 and early 2006, like February, March, or April, something like that. I had been doing grappling prior to that. I didn't realize how bad I was at it until I started with Tony. I mean, I knew I wasn't the best grappler. I didn't know that I was quite as horrible. And so, you know, and the thing of it was is I had my second pro fight, and I fought Sean Salmon. If you don't know who he is, he's the guy who got head kicked by Rashad Evans and knocked out cold in the UFC.
Oh, okay.
Really amazing wrestler. I mean, my second pro fight was against him, and it wasn't much of a fight. It was kind of like me knowing I'm a stand-up guy, which I was like the perfect pick for him. Him being an amazing wrestler, me dancing around the cage in a tutu for about probably 15, 20 seconds, which seemed like probably 3 hours.
Oh, I would imagine.
We got in a clinch, I tried something, he took me down, got me in an Americana key walk, you know, it was like it was 30. But after that, I'm like, you know, I mean, I knew I wasn't good, per se, but it was like, it was so eye-opening. I mean, right. I mean, it was like, I remember at the time, like the guy was helping me with my jiu-jitsu at the time, is screaming, do this, do that, and I remember thinking,
what is that?
What's he talking about? I don't even have any clue what he's talking about. He's like, put your hand here, and I remember thinking, dude, I'm just trying not to get hit in my face.
Right.
I mean, there was only good part out of that was when he had me down, I got my kill on the top of my head, I hid well.
Yeah.
So I went and visited Eduardo Barris' school out in Akron, but it didn't fit. I was running a martial arts school. The thing was, I'm like, dude, I really want to learn real jiu-jitsu. Rabble, and I ended up getting recommended to go see Tony. And even though at the time Tony was a 4-straight blue belt, he was like, especially locally, the best guy I'd ever done jiu-jitsu. And you can just tell.
Yeah.
You know, I had enough experience when if I was rolling with somebody, I didn't necessarily think I could beat them, but Tony just, it was different.
Yeah.
And I just went, this is the guy
where you need to be.
Yeah. And it just kept
So I just found out, was it 2 days ago, I was down at Pittsburgh Fight Club.
Yeah.
Okay. Beautiful facility.
I've seen the, I'm jealous.
It's amazing. It's very amazing. Yeah. But a good friend of mine trains there, Mike Wilkins.
Okay.
I just found out that when you get your belts in jiu-jitsu and such, they like hit you with belts.
Yeah,
like
that, professor's never done that. I mean, I've seen, I don't know. I've seen it a lot. Pretty much every like promotion I've ever seen, like on video or this and that, like they have you walk down this line.
It's like
and
a gauntlet, and they beat the
that. I don't know if professor's just not into it, or he. I mean, he like puts your belt around you and chokes you with it.
Maybe that's like their own thing.
I don't think. I mean, I think it's just. I mean, I think it's a jiu-jitsu tradition.
Well, because
but I don't know.
I was talking about it, and I mean, like, I don't ever want a belt if it means I'm gonna have to get beat. Like with the belt, period.
Well,
like I was 5 and got beat with a belt. I mean, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, but you didn't earn that belt.
I probably not.
Right? That's one you didn't want.
Yes. Well, I mean,
the one you earned, you know.
I can understand it from that point of view. Like you earned it, so you kind of earn your.
Well, you know what's weird? It's like I'm a Star Trek nerd. It kind of reminds me of something like where they would zap, you know, Klingons. I don't know. If you're a Star Trek geek, you got that. Otherwise, you're going.
So, tell everybody where this facility is located.
We're in Niles. I would assume you would know it's Ohio if you're watching this locally. We're not too far from Eastwood Mall, Pine Tree Plaza, Youngstown Warren Road. We're around the back. People get confused because we don't really have a sign up front, so you got to come around the back. It's where Cindy's Health is and Fitness One. So
that's good. Because last time I was here, I was kind of talking to Mike about it. I was like, so what's the address of this place? And he's like, I always say Pine Tree Plaza in the back.
Pine Tree Plaza, yep.
Pine Tree Plaza in the back.
Around the back.
What's your roll figures like? How many guys got here?
I would say actively probably about 75. Right now we're fluctuating between about 75 and 80.
So warm weather,
So,
it's gonna start picking up.
well, you know, it's really just a matter of, you know, just trying to teach good classes, trying to provide type of training that people want without sacrificing anything. I mean, everybody wants different things from this type of stuff. Some people want to exercise, some people want to learn self-defense, some people want to fight, which is a small percentage, by the way. I mean, I have an interesting perspective on that because I've been running a martial arts school for so long and not always an MMA gym. I mean, I originally, ran a Taekwondo school, and then I was learning all this stuff, and I started blending things, and so on and so forth. So, no matter what martial arts school you go to, I don't know that it's maybe 100% like this with MMA gyms, but the bulk of your students don't want beat up.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's going to be like the smidgen of people, like if you had a Taekwondo school, that want to do tournaments. If you run a Jiu-Jitsu school, there's a smidgen of them that want to do tournaments.
Yes.
But everybody else just wants to enjoy themselves and have fun and learn things. That's just not what they're into.
Unless you're like Mike, like to get hit people.
Well, I'm going to be sparring him as soon as we're done with this.
Yeah, we're going to catch a little bit of that before you get out of here.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, like I've known Mike for a couple. I actually met you back at the weigh-ins at Warren Harley.
Okay, yeah. Which fight was that? Which one was that?
Rocco. His first fight for Rocco.
Okay.
That was one. You just had a little bitty baby.
Yeah, Boston's my first kid. It's my son.
Yeah, it was a bitty baby.
Yep, yeah, I remember that now. Boston will be 4 in July, and my daughter will be 2 in August.
It was the daughter, yeah. She was a little horrible. But yeah, I mean, we just wanted to come by and shoot the stuff with you. And awesome. We got Mike on the thing. We got I always gonna say his last name wrong. Eric.
Yeah, Aquatree.
I call him.
Just call him Rock.
Aquatree.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got them, and then we wanted to come by and shoot shoot the stuff with you and figure out how everything's going around here. And, how do they get a hold of you?
You can call.
Twitter.
Yeah.
Facebook,
Well, I do all that. Yeah, you
email,
can. Sure. You could do.
Write you a letter.
Yep.
Signal.
Right. Holler at your door.
Yeah, smoke signals.
Right, all those work. You could go to the website, teambundymma.com. It's got all the information there. You can just friend me on Facebook. You can follow me on Twitter, Coach Jim Bundy. You can just call 330-360-0039. We've got a good special that we're doing right now. 3 months, unlimited training, $99 each month. Whether it's boxing, kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, whatever you want to do.
How many days a week are you open?
6. Yeah, Monday through Saturday.
Nice. Yes.
So we have morning classes Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday morning, and then evening classes obviously Monday.
So, you guys want to come here, hit the Twitter, Facebook, call them up. We got a special going on. He's pretty personable, very accessible guy.
Try to be. Not everybody agrees with that. I've been in the business long enough to have haters.
I know.
But hey,
everybody's gonna have haters.
You know what, man?
If you don't have haters, you're not doing something right.
Well, I've heard that. Well, true. I mean, the most important thing to me is I want to have a gym where people feel comfortable, they're having fun, they're enjoying things, they're learning things, they feel good about themselves, and they're growing as people. I know I do that every day, so I can sleep good at night every night. Haters can hate. I know who I am. I know what I stand for. That's all.
That's all that matters to you, right? You and your people.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Coach.
My pleasure, man.
See you, buddy.
Absolutely.
Red button off.